How's it going, everybody? In my last video, I told you that we were going to be extending our loft the full length of the cabin, so that is the project in this video. So here's what I got done on the wall last night. My dad has arrived, so he's gonna help me out. We just got back from Home Depot getting some more lumber. But I gotta add this last little section of wall in. We have to frame an opening, a door opening right here. And again, that's not gonna get a door, it's just gonna be framed like a door. Once we get this done, we gotta run a few wires, and then we'll start on the floor joists up in the loft. I'm hoping that it comes out. Yeah. They were kind of in the way of my first joist there going across, you know? Alright, so I'm about ready to start running some floor joists up here. I had to remove this part of the ceiling. I only had it tacked on in a couple places in order to get the plywood up here. So all of our plywood's up here. And then all this insulation I'll have to peel back, obviously, and then we're just gonna start running joists. So they'll sit on the top plate, which you can't see right now, of that wall that we framed. And then they'll overlap in the middle, which will make it a little bit stronger. But yeah, this should go pretty quick. All right, so my dad's going with the insulation here. As he's doing this, I'm gonna run down and cut the opening for the loft stairs, which are gonna come up right here. The front door is right below this. So I got just this little opening cut right here. I'm gonna run the stairs up through there now. This will have to get cut bigger, of course, but I wanted to get the stairs up there first and decide how big I wanted this opening. Oh yeah. So I just drilled this hole through this wall on the top plate. I'm gonna run my wire up there because we're gonna have a switch box right here, which will flip on the 2 kitchen lights that we're gonna add. Here is our progress. We got pretty much all the plywood installed up here. Really nice being able to walk above the living room and kitchen. We kind of have to stop right here because we have to run to town. We're gonna get tongue and groove for that wall. And then I have to get another full sheet of this plywood for the ceiling because this is where the stairs were. So that piece, we'll just have a hole here if I don't use a new one. All right, guys, now it's really gonna look like things are getting done because we're gonna do the tongue and groove right now. I'm doing shiplap on the kitchen side and tongue and groove on the living room side. So, you can't really tell any difference down here because all the work was up top. So it doesn't really look like we were doing much down here, but this look nice. I'm excited to get going on this. Here's what it looks like up here. Full upstairs. We just have about 1 sheet to add on the end there because that's where the loft stairs were. So there's, I got to do a little more framing there and insulate that and then slap on that last piece. But we are going to knock out this tongue and groove right now. It's going to be exciting.
We're on our way.
So we got my dad cutting out here. He'll be the cutter. Hand them in to me and I'm just going to bang them out and install them. Should go pretty quick. No. So the project is just about done. There's still some trim boards to do, but I'm gonna give you guys a quick tour inside, especially now that I got it a little bit cleaned up in there because it was a total mess. I just had to move a bunch of stuff out of the way so we could get this done. But I'll give you guys a quick little tour of what we got finished. So we're a little bit short on the shiplap here, but that's because the Home Depot didn't have any more nice straight ones. The ones that they had left were scuffed up or warped, so I have to get 2 more 8-footers there, but this is kind of the idea. The way this was before, we just had the 3 beams in here. So in order to add the loft, I wanted the center wall for middle support. We had a few different options that we could have done, but Sierra and I, after kind of thinking about it all winter and brainstorming, we decided that we would like this the best. So this is what we went with. But we got the 2 kitchen lights here, which I got to install, but here's the switch box. So you'll walk in, flip those on, and you'll have kitchen lights. And then the loft stairs are over here now. Here's the light switch for that. I broke the face plate there, but the loft is fully extended. So we got a full upstairs now. Again, there's still stuff to do, but this opened it up a lot. This last piece of plywood here is not tacked on quite yet because I ran out of, I got to get one more roll of insulation, but I just put this here so nobody falls through. And then, yeah, we'll get this cleaned up, get a little more organization going, continue these knee walls all the way across. But yeah, this is going to give us a lot more room. Having the full loft is going to allow us, this is something that we've wanted to get done for a long time, but it's going to allow us to have more room for storage in the knee walls until we build a garage or something, you know. And then the beauty of having the full loft is, you know, when we have kids, we'll be able to, you know, frame a wall in the middle and have 2 bedrooms up here for them. So that'll be nice. Okay. And then this, I mean, the tongue and groove and the shiplap that we added, this will get shellacked and, you know, polyurethane. So that'll bring out the characteristics of the wood a little bit more, which will make it look even better. But yeah, I like it. The kitchen layout, this is kind of what we had in mind, you know, just to give it a little more room in the middle. Push this island and this other little counter up against the wall. Sierra's gonna have to, you know, she's kind of the designer or whatever, so she'll decide exactly where she wants stuff. But yeah, I think it looks nice in here. And adding the center wall, I mean, we knew about how much room we'd have, but we actually have more room than I thought. I mean, the kitchen looks, it's pretty good size in here. You know, it's 10 foot by 20 foot now, you know, because the cabin's 20 foot wide by 32 foot long. So basically now we have a wall going right down the middle of the cabin, so it kind of divides the cabin into 2 10-foot sections. So, but yeah, that's kind of why we weren't sure if we wanted to add this middle wall or not, because we just didn't want it, you know, to look small or to have the kitchen be small and be, you know, claustrophobic. But it's actually pretty good size in here. And then the living room is pretty good size too. We're gonna get rid of this TV, I think. Sierra, we're gonna get rid of that, not even have a TV down here. We hardly ever watch it. You know, the only time I watch TV is like to watch the Vikings or the Minnesota Wild lose in the playoffs. So that's the only TV I pretty much watch. So we might put that up in the loft for now, just in case I wanna, you know, tune into a game or something. But yeah, here's what the tongue and groove looks like. Nothing too crazy. Goes fast. But yeah, still got trim to do around all the door openings. You know, this has to get cut even with the header, and then this will all get trim, which will look really nice. You know, your trim's what really makes a place pop. So anyways, this is what the living room looks like, the new update. And then walking into the living room, you know, this will look a lot different. It won't be such a cluster here. We're gonna move the dresser out of here, do something different in the corner. I think we are gonna move our little backup propane heater that we have for when we leave in the winter, you know, just so the place doesn't freeze up totally. So we're gonna kind of reconnoiter this too. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. And the living room and the kitchen, like I said, both plenty of space. And then of course the inside of these door frames will get finished with some nice boards, probably pine boards. So that'll look a lot more clean. But we got this little nook now where the loft stairs go. So I want to do something cool here. I just have the garbage cans put there for now. Those won't stay there, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I think like some sort of bookshelf might look cool there. I'm not sure, but I definitely want to utilize this space and do something cool with it. Well, like I said, you know, of course there's still stuff to do in there. Always is, right? But I'm going back home for a couple of days to my hometown. And then I'm gonna come back, bang this out. Hopefully I have my permit for the new cabin build by then, and we can get going on that, because I'm really itching to get started on that, but just gotta wait for that permit to show up in the mail whenever that happens, so we will see. But as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. Have a good weekend.